Hello and welcome to the Coding Problem series. Today, we are tackling the classic valid parentheses problem. This is a very common interview question that tests your understanding of data structures, specifically the stack. We will learn how to validate the structure of code or mathematical expressions efficiently. So, what exactly makes a string of parentheses valid? There are two main rules. First, every open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket. Round matches round, square matches square, and curly matches curly. Second, they must be closed in the correct order. You cannot close a bracket that hasn't been opened most recently. As you can see, the example on the left is valid, while the examples on the right are invalid due to mismatches. The best tool for this job is a stack. A stack follows the last in, first out principle, or LIFO. Think of a stack of plates. The last plate you put on top is the first one you take off. This matches the logic of nested parentheses perfectly. The most recently opened bracket is the pending one that needs to be closed first. Here is the high-level plan. We will scan the string from left to right, character by character. If we see an opening bracket, we push it onto the stack. If we see a closing bracket, we check the stack. Finally, after checking every character, if the stack is completely empty, the string is valid. If anything is left over, it is invalid. Let's dive into the details. When our loop encounters an opening bracket, whether it is a parenthesis, a brace, or a square bracket, we simply push it onto the stack. We are essentially saving it for later, remembering that we are now inside this pair and expecting a matching closing bracket in the future. Handling closing brackets requires more logic. When we find one, we first check if the stack is empty. If it is, that's an error because there is no opening bracket to match it. If the stack isn't empty, we pop the top element. This element represents the most recently opened bracket. We then compare the two. If they are not a matching pair, the string is invalid immediately. Let's walk through a valid example, a curly brace containing a square bracket. First, we see an open curly brace, so we push it. Next, an open square bracket, push that too. Now we see a closing square bracket. We pop the top of the stack, which is the open square bracket. They match, we continue. Finally, we see the closing curly brace. We pop the open curly brace. They match. The stack is now empty, so the input is valid. Now consider an invalid case, open parenthesis, open square bracket, then a closing parenthesis. We push the open parenthesis. We push the open square bracket. Now we hit the closing parenthesis. We pop the top of the stack, which is the open square bracket. Wait, an open square bracket cannot be closed by a parenthesis. This is a mismatch. We return false immediately. Let's analyze the efficiency. The time complexity is big O of n, where n is the length of the string. This is because we iterate through the characters exactly once, and stack operations are very fast. The space complexity is also big O of n because, in the worst case, like a string of all open brackets, we might store the entire string in the stack. To wrap up, remember these key points. Use a stack to track nested structures. Push when you open, pop when you close. Always check if the stack is empty before popping, and ensure the stack is empty at the very end to confirm validity. This provides an efficient linear solution to the problem.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.